My husband quit his job and we no longer work a 9 to 5. Apologies in advance, I'm still sick, so my voice isn't fully there. But my dog is coming in. What do you need? But I thought I'd share with you today kind of what I do and what my husband does. And this is how we make our income. I'm an online reseller. I buy items from the thrift store and I sell them on eBay, mostly on eBay. A little bit on Poshmark, but not much. I've gotten up. It's 11:30 now. We slept in. The kids are on Christmas break, so my schedule's just a little bit off the normal, but I can still, since we work for ourselves, I can work whenever I want. Kids are fed, so I'm going to go ahead and start off with picturing today. I think I'll do picturing first. So I have to picture my items. I have to ship my items. Well, I don't actually have to ship today because it's Sunday, but I might go ahead and do it. We'll see. And I do need to tidy up down in my work area because it's a mess. Now, my husband, he does DoorDash. He does help me with the business, like sourcing and sometimes with picturing and stuff, but lately he's been doing a lot of DoorDash, so it's been mostly just me. Yesterday, he made $170 DoorDashing. He's out DoorDashing right now. So he has DoorDash, I think, goes from like Monday to Sunday. He's at like $565 this week, I think, but he didn't work Christmas or Christmas Eve. Well, he worked for like an hour on Christmas Eve just to get back to Platinum because it got screwed up. But so he only made $25 on Christmas Eve, so he's made most of this money in just a few days. He should hit about $700 this week because today's the last day for it. So, I mean, DoorDashing has been pretty good for us. And then, like I said, I do the reselling, and it's nice because I have 4 kids, and I don't have to find a babysitter except when I source, which my mom will take them. She has been sick. We've been sick for since a little bit before Christmas. My son had a Christmas play thing, and unfortunately, my whole family ended up sick. So, but reselling gives me a lot of freedom. I don't have to worry about going somewhere at a certain time because my husband and I both have ADHD, so we get burnout easy, and it's just easy having our own flow and making as much money as we want. There are up and downs with working for yourself because if you're not disciplined enough, you're not going to make the money. And definitely with reselling, you have to consistently list and keep up on it. Like I've been sick and stuff, so I normally have a sale going on, like on my older items. I put them on like 75% off, and then 50% off is like my mid-range, and then 30% off, and then 10% off is what I do. But I let it slip for 2 days. I didn't have a sale on for 2 days, so my sales were just a little funky. But once I got that sale back on, my sales are doing better, and I did take a 2-day break for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day because I didn't have enough inventory to list while Christmas Eve and Christmas break because my car was down most of December, so I was just working with what I had, so I just completely did not list those days. Normally what I'll do is I'll like picture either most of my items all on one day, or I'll like do, let's say, if I only listed, for example, 5 a day, which I'm supposed to be listing more than that at this point where I am in my reselling stage. But if I'm doing 5 a day, I'll picture a couple extra. So then over the weekend, I have enough to list over the weekend. So instead of doing 5 a day, I'll do 7, 5 days a week, or whatever it ends up doing. You just got to do the math, or however many you're listing. So you have enough to list over the weekend, and then you get a little bit of a draft bank going, so then you can have days off. Truthfully, I'm not the best at that, and I try to be, but I'm just not the best at that. But that's how I would recommend doing it, so you can have time off for yourself. Working for yourself just gives you so much freedom. Like, if we want to go do something with the kids, I'm able to go do something with the kids. If I need to go to the grocery store in the middle of the day, I can if I want to. It's very freeing being able to work for yourself. There's a little bit extra things you do have to do. You have to pay your own taxes. You have to make your own schedule. You have to keep on top of things, yes. But you have the freedom to do that, and I can easily manage all of that. So there's no reason for me to be working under someone when I can do it myself, and I can make more money than I was making at my previous job. My husband's making quite a bit more money than he was at his previous job. He was working at Domino's until a month, 2 months ago or so. I don't remember the exact date, but he's making a lot more money. In just 1 week, he has made, because he was a driver, so he would get tips, but in just 1 week, he's made over what he would make in his checks he would get for the whole month. So this is my pitcher set up. It's just a piece of plywood. I did cut it down a little bit like this right here. It's not, it might be cut on the top. I don't think it's as long as it's supposed to be. This is for dresses. I rarely ever use it. Oh my goodness, I'm making it. The hanger, sorry, I'm out of breath. I'm sick. The hanger is for dresses, and I have a cord connected so I can pull up and down, but I rarely ever use it. That's just if they won't stay up there. And this is kind of at an angle, so I can put my items up here. I'll throw one up there. Hang on. So, like, I'll throw my item up there. I really need to steam this item, but I do a lot of pants. That's what I've switched over to because they make the most money. But I'll picture, like, the front. I'll do the leg opening, the inseam from here to here. I'll do the rise, which is from here. I'm trying not to make it blurry. From here to here, and the waist. And then I'll do the tags on the inside. I don't know if this one should have it on here. Yeah. Yeah. Make sure you bring it upstairs. My daughter found one of her shoes that we've been looking for down here. They have a playroom. So then I'll do this. If there's any style or anything, sometimes it'll be like, on some of the pants, it'll be like a style over here, like an American Eagle pants, and there's some other that I can't think of. I'll make sure I get like the material tag. I'll show if it has pockets. And then I'll flip it over. I'm doing this one-handed, but then I'll flip it over. There's got a piece of hair on it. I always let Ron get the hairs off too. And I don't have animals down here in this area, but my dog is upstairs. But sometimes when I buy them from the thrift store and stuff, it will have hairs on them. I wash most of my items, so there's some that I can't, but I have to fix that better. But I would flip it over, and then I take the picture of the back, and then I put it in a bag. I'm trying to grab it. I'm all one-handed. So I got these little thin bags. She's excited about something. I got these little thin bags, so I put it in there, and then I have SKU numbers, and then I fold it, I'll put it in there, I'll fold it up, and then I'll just put a SKU number on it, and then it's good. And then I put it in my inventory. I'll see if I can show you a video here in a second, but my inventory is, can I flip this so you guys can see me? I don't know if you can see me, but my inventory is, I always forget what the word is called for it. It goes in order, just in, with numbers, 1 up to, we're at 10,068 at this point, so it just goes from 1 to that. I'll go show you to explain it better. Well, we had an accident, apparently. One of my boxes decided to eat itself, so I'm going to have to get this picked up. But anyway, this is an example. It's kind of tight. I have a very small, narrow room that I use, so it's kind of tight at the beginning. But, like, for example, here's 854. It would be 855, 856, but I've sold them in between them 862, 865, 866, and it just keeps going in order. And then I go over to the next box, and then it'll be just the numbers in order, and then it keeps going. So it goes from, like, the smallest, and then this is just how I do it. People do it a different way, but this is just how I do it. So the smallest, and then it'll keep going in this order all the way down, and then it switches over to this side. I can't record it very good because it's very tight over here. And I do have some big boxes. I'm trying to switch to all over to these size boxes right here, but I haven't done it yet. These are just boxes that I got for free and I cut to make work. Some of them are bulging, but that's how that works. I just had a sale. Some Levi's sold. But one of them, and I don't even know where it came from. I have no idea where this came from. It's weird. What the world? I don't know, but you can see it fell. I'm confused on where it came from. I'll have to figure it out. Get those items back up. So, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get my picturing out of the way. I do have to list as well, and I'm only listing a few items at this point. Next month, I'm going to go back up to 15 a day. I'm listing under 10 right now because our car was down. I haven't been able to source, so we're getting caught up, and we'll get caught up, and we're going to get back at it again next month. So next month is going to be a much better month. But that's where we're at right now so far. I might do my shipping. I might at least pull. Because the post office is closed on Sunday, and then Saturday it's only open till... I'm in my basement, by the way. It's only open till like 1:30 or something on Saturday, so I normally don't ship over the weekend unless someone asks me to. I will. But that's how it is reselling. You kind of just you go with the flow most of the time. I mean, you have a schedule, but it doesn't always work out perfectly. Okay, so I pictured this item. I got it all bagged up, and then got the number on it, and then I just put it in my box over here, and then it's good to go. And this is the box. So I just put them in order, and then I'll kind of smush them a little bit, and then add more. I also wanted to mention, when you first start reselling, everything feels like it takes forever. It feels like it's so hard. It's a struggle. It does get easier. The longer you've done it, you'll kind of figure out some tips and tricks on how to make stuff quicker. My mom recently started reselling, and it takes her quite a while to picture and list. I can give you some tips on picture and listing. Normally with picturing now, it doesn't take me any more than 2 minutes per item. Like that one, it took me about a minute or less. Listing takes about a minute per item. It does take me a little bit longer, only because my children stop me so I have to stop and start and stop and start, not the actual process itself. But it gets easier, and as long as you're doing the research, you're comping, and that means, like, what I use is I use the eBay app, or you can do like the web browser. The app does kind of do some weird things at times, but I'll go in and I'll search up whatever item it is. If it's like Levi's, I'll do like Levi's, whatever style, like 505, that's like one of the common ones. 505, 3230, what size they are. If they have like a special cut or anything like that, I'll put that in there. If they're vintage, I'll put that in there. And then I'll look and see how many is listed compared to how many sold. And you can go into like the filters, so you can see how many is listed. And then you go into the filters, and then you can put pre-owned if it's pre-owned. If you have new stuff, put new. And then you can scroll down, and then there'll be like a little sold area you can click, and you click on that, and it'll tell you how many sold. So you want to get as close as you can. So if there's 100 listed, you want 100 sold, and that's in the last 90 days. They go by the last 90 days. So if there's 100 listed, 100 sold, there's a very good chance that it's going to sell within 90 days. The better the ratio that is, the more chances that it's going to sell quicker. A lot of the items that I pick recently, because I'm going from quantity, which is I was picking up items even if it was only 50% sell-through, to higher sell-through items that I get more profit for. But most of the items I pick up lately, they sell really quick, like in less than a month. So this item was just in the box. I just showed it to you, but every once in a while I forget a picture, so I'll have to come back when I say that. Like, I forgot the size tag on this, so I need a picture of the size tag. Sometimes I'll forget, like, it's rare that it happens anymore, but sometimes I'll forget a measurement because I kind of just do the same steps for everything, so it's just natural, and I kind of just go with it. But I've been sick, and I Didn't do it for 2 days, so it kind of threw me off, and I missed the size tag. So that kind of helps me, so I don't have to picture as many items today, even though I should, but I only have so many. So starting next month, I will start picturing everything in one day, so it's good for the week. But I picture and I'll draft it and have it ready, because I don't recommend, like, so let's say you buy everything on Sunday and then you picture everything on Monday. I wouldn't recommend, like, listing it throughout the week without drafting. You can, but the problem with that is you might miss a flaw that you pictured. You might forget about it, not list it, and then that could cause issues. So I would list it and draft it, or at least note it somehow in your pictures, so then you remember easily. I'm sitting here at my desk. I'm about ready to do my listings really quick. I gotta transfer my pictures over to my computer. Should only take me, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes to do this. And then I'll probably work on editing a video. I don't know if I'm going to upload this one today. I might go ahead and send it past the other ones, because my other ones might take a little bit longer. I don't know yet. I have maybe 3 or 4 ahead of this that need edited, but they're quite long ones, so we'll see. And then I'm going to get some cleaning done. That's pretty much the day for me. Now, it is a little bit different. I did not get a pick because my daughter needed to go to the bathroom, so we came upstairs, but that's normally what I do. It's really simple to resell as long as you have all the tools you need and you use the tools. It's actually quite simple. Now, it took me a long time to learn what tools I needed, because I had to kind of teach myself, or what I could find on YouTube and piece stuff together, because some people give you information and it's just, it didn't work for me. So I had to, like, take a piece from this person, a piece from this person, and kind of combine it together to make it work for me. But I finally figured it out, and I feel like I'm going in the right direction. So I got my listings done. I got my picturing done. I got everything done. It is 1:17, and I haven't just been consistently working. I stopped. I did some cleaning. I helped my kids and stuff. So, and I started at, I don't know, 11:30, 12. So it hasn't even been 2 hours, and I've gotten everything done. I do have a little bit more I could do. Like, I want to tidy up downstairs. That's one thing I recommend if you do resell. Make sure you keep up on everything, because it gets messy fast. My kids' playroom is pretty messy. They got toys all over the toys all over the floor that I need to clean up. I'm going to get rid of a lot of them. But that's how I make my money. At least my part of my money. My husband's working. Last I knew he was at $40, but that was a little while ago, so I don't know what he's at now. Like I said, yesterday he made 170. He's at, like, should hit about 700 this week, and that's working, I think 5 days. I think it was 5 days. He didn't work on Christmas, and he only did a little tiny bit on Christmas Eve. So that's pretty good for DoorDashing, not having to have someone telling you what to do, when to do it, and whatnot. Now, you do have to pay your own taxes. Everyone's tax situation is different. I have 4 kids, so it's much simpler for us because we have children and all that. But, well, I just got a text. He's at 44 now. So, he might be lying to me. Sometimes he does that. He'll tell me, like, he's only at 40 and he'll be at 60, because he said he was at 40 a little while ago, and he said the one he had was $6. And I'm pretty sure he's taken 2 or 3 since then, so he might be lying about what he's at. You know, he's always up to something. Like, today he brought me a cake home from Walmart, and he had them right on this cake. Happy 7th birthday. I don't know why. Why did he do that? I don't know. So he did it to mess with me. So I thought some poor kid didn't get their cake, and for some reason he had him write that on there. It's crazy, I'm telling you. But freedom, it's just, it's worth it. Not having to have someone tell you what to do, when to do, what time you have to be at work, when you have to work, what you have to do it this way, do it that way. You can do what you want, when you want, make as much money as you want. So I just checked my numbers. So yesterday I did $140 in sales yesterday, which is lower, but like I said, I didn't have my sale on for a couple days, Christmas, everything. It's going to pick back up. But, so I did about $70 on profit, and my husband did $170 yesterday. So we made $240 yesterday, and we didn't have to work for anyone. We were able to do it all by ourselves without anyone telling us what to do. So that's our numbers for yesterday, and that was the 28th. It's the 29th today. Another thing I was going to bring up is, so I signed up for DoorDash again. And the only reason why I did, because my husband was wanting me to check if it was busy. He lost his platinum because he went under the 70% acceptance rate. And so he went below the 70% acceptance rate because he was trying to end it and it wouldn't let him end it, and it like messed it up. So he was trying to dash the town over and it wasn't doing very good. So he wanted me to check my out to see if it was busy. And this was Christmas Eve, so he could get back to platinum because he just needed like one more order and it would get him back up there. When you're platinum, you can pretty much dash at any time. So it made me sign up again because it's been so long since I've done it. So we're able to do the referral thing again. And so that means if I do 290 orders by February, towards the end of February, that I'll get $600 and he'll get $900. So we're going to do that next month. I'm not able to instant pay yet. So we're going to wait until I can do that, which is probably going to be around the 1st. And then I'll be dashing so that we can, he'll probably drive. I'll do the dashing so that we can get that extra $1,500, which will be great because we'll be able to get caught up on everything because we did get a little bit behind working on these cars. We put thousands of dollars into this little tiny car. So, car and the van. We did have to put a little bit in the van, but mostly his car for dashing. So we'll see how that goes. I think it's 290 orders. So, and I think he averaged this week. He got, I don't know. So he's done 88 orders this week so far. So we have to do 290. So I'm hoping we can do it in 2 weeks. We'll have to see. It'll be like long days, so I don't know, but it'll be a good bit of extra money. I don't know if everyone can do the referral. I know when we first started and we first signed up, we could. I don't know if everyone can do the referral, but when we first signed up, we could. So I'm hoping we can do this in like 2 weeks. And it'll help out a lot next month. Of course, my dog's barking. I'm just trying to show everyone that you do not have to work a 9 to 5 to make a living. I am not telling you to just go quit your job and do exactly what I'm doing all at once. It takes a little bit of time. I would go ahead and test it out. If there's two, if it's like a couple and you're both DoorDashing, you know, I don't see why you couldn't. But I would definitely test it out, you know, on your free time if you want to try dashing. Reselling, you can do one or the other. You could, you know, you could even do it part-time just for some extra money. I just feel like I might have a little bit of knowledge that I can share with people and it could help people out. And I'm just trying to get it out there. So don't let people hold you back. Don't let your mind hold you back. And just live life because you only get one life. So you need to live it to the fullest. But anyway, if you haven't yet, subscribe, like this video if you can. I appreciate it. It helps out a lot. And keep an eye out for that video for next month for when we complete the referral thing, because, I mean, that's probably going to be pretty good. And I should have some other videos explaining a little more in depth how things work if you want to watch those as well. And it's probably going to be it for this video. I'm just going to, there's not much work. I might pick later. If I do, I'll just record a little bit of that and show you how I do it and stick it in here. But for the most part, I'm just going to clean it and spending time with my kids today. My husband's working, so he wants to make at least 120 today, so I don't know how long that's going to take. I think he's around 50 now. I don't know. I don't really know what he's at because he tells me one thing and he just always messes with me all the time. So, but that'll be it for today, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.